So today we're gonna talk about passing from a split squat. So if my partner is keeping their knee close to their chest, what I'm gonna look to do is drop my shoulder on top of their shin. Then I'm taking my hand, I'm kind of scooping by their hip. Once we're here, I'm thinking about keeping this grip tight and then retracting my elbow towards my own hip and driving my shoulder down, okay? Now my secondary hand here is gonna go palm up and I'm gonna post it on my partner's bottom knee. I'm dropping my shoulder on the shin, I'm grabbing this position, which we call a thigh drag, right? And then my free hand's going palm up and I'm putting a lot of weight onto this knee, okay? So my partner's knees are pointed this way. I wanna get my body around the other way. So I was down, I'm pushing up, which is gonna glue that bottom knee to the mat, and then I'm kind of shuffling around like so into this position. If I don't do this effectively, like in live rolls, what you're gonna see is that this like pressure here is not adequate. So when I go to turn around, this bottom knee just comes and faces me, and now I'm just playing guard on this side. So the first thing we're gonna work is we're in the split squat position. Your partner's pulling a high knee shield, shoulder on top of the shin. I'm scooping around my partner's thigh close to their hip, and then posting enough weight onto this where I can get my feet back and shuffle around. Your partner's gonna try to bring both knees to face you, and it should be difficult. So the bottom person's gonna try to test you and keep you honest. So your only goal here is getting to the split squat, keeping that knee glued to the mat while you flank around. All right, let's grab a partner, 3, 2, 1. So once we're here, I pop up, I hop over. The first thing I wanna think about is getting to a leg drag position. So we're here, I hop over. The first thing I'm gonna look to do is replace this grip on the bottom knee with my knee. So my knee is coming through, and that's gonna keep my partner's hip down. So before this was doing that job of keeping that hip glued to the mat, I'm replacing that with my knee, and now I have a free hand to drag this knee all the way across, right? Once I've exposed the outside of my partner's thigh, like their IT band, I'm just gonna drop my chest heavy, and now it's a battle of beating the frames. So I'm gonna get as low and as tight as I can here. I'm gonna look to take my hands inside and swim, and then I'm just basically looking to flank around, keeping my chest heavy the whole time, looking for that underhook and crossface to establish a side control. So we're here, split squat, I'm gonna have to back up, I hop, I'm replacing that hand with my knee and dragging this all the way across. The second this window's open, dropping my chest heavy and getting low and tight, right? Your partner's probably gonna stiff arm you, frame in some way. I'm gonna swim inside like so, and I'm looking to pivot around, keeping my chest heavy the whole time as I get my underhook and crossface and pass to side control. Let's give that a go, 3, 2, 1. If my partner starts to frame and is able to free this knee from the ground, I can't do the leg drag. So what I'm gonna look to do is switch into a hip and knee post, okay? I get to my position, I start losing this far hip control. As my partner turns back into me, I'm gonna post my partner's hip and flare my elbow. They're looking to drop this knee down, so I'm gonna switch from this thigh drag position to the top of the knee, okay? I'm framing my partner's hip, I'm posting that knee down, and my head goes here so they can't do anything funky with this leg, like a high pummel, right? And then I'm just kind of flanking around, using my legs to stiff arm that through. So that's kind of a pass in our arsenal that we can use if the leg drag is not available, okay? I start losing control of this hip, so I switch from pushing the knee to grabbing the hip, flaring that elbow. As soon as this knee drops down, my hand's going to the top of the knee here. It's gonna be really difficult for me to use my arm strength to push my partner's leg, but what I can look to do is think about locking my forearm in place and just running, okay? You see that turns my partner, opens up the pass. Let's grab a partner, give that a go, 3, 2, 1.